Hey guys, brought back with another Batman review. Celebration of the Dark Knight Rises, of course. I've been doing them Batman reviews, and I have a very special one today. Actually, this is the DC Superheroes Bane figure. Now, this came out a few years back. This is before DC Universe Classics. I found this guy in package at New York Comic Con for about $20, and I couldn't pass it up. There's a few things I do want to talk about. There is a variant to this, which I have reviewed before. It's actually on my channel. I did put that in a link in a different video. I'll put it in this one too, so you guys can take a look at that. And I'll get them out later for size comparison and color and all that whatnot. But this guy, I got him in packaging, but he looks like he's used. But I kid you not, the package was sealed. It was perfectly fine. It was some damage, but like he was in there, locked up pretty tight. But he's got some weird shit going on. He's got like stains or something I don't remember, and I can't seem to get rid of that. I don't know what that's from. He's also got some dirt on him too. I don't know if that's dirt or detail. I know my Bane that I got him in the mail. No DC packaging or anything. You opened and used, and he was in better shape than this guy. But of course, I did want the original black costume, because that's the costume I identify with Bane the most, the one I like him in. And this is the most accurate I've seen to his Nightfall. I actually like this figure, believe it or not, better than the DC Direct Nightfall figure. Mainly because the mask is just a better sculpt, in my opinion. Just the overall design of it. The Venom tubes are inaccurate, though. The figure of the Nightfall Bane is actually accurate to the comics in the sense that the tubes are more of this metal, silverish color, whereas here it's a green, which is the color of the Venom. But most incarnations we've seen of Bane in cartoon media and such, he does have a green tube or red. I do like green. I did base my Bane costume off of this initial design, with using Nightfall as a preference as well, or as a reference, excuse me. But yeah, I do like this figure. Flaws, like I said, but overall the detail is very nice, ignoring some of the I guess the little questionable markings on him. But he does have really nice detail in the veins, as you can see there. The tube is soft plastic. It does go in the back of his head. You can see like multiple tubes in the back there. They actually did a nice job on putting body hair on him and such. But it's all pretty cool. The shirt isn't sculpted on, which I do like. It's a separate piece. It's this really soft rubbery plastic. And he is in this hunched over pose, so you can't really stand him up perfectly straight. But most Bane figures, except for the Nightfall figure and the DC Universe Classics Build-A-Figure Bane, or Collect and Connect, they, most Bane figures I have not seen, stand perfectly straight up. And that's not including the animated series and, Justice League, all those toys. But I do, what I wish though was, the mask for this guy, it's more of a silver. I don't recall ever seeing Bane with a silver, mask. Now, the variant actually had the more accurate color, the pure white. So I would have liked to have that head on this, and then this head on, the variant. But the silver does look cool, not going to lie. I am a fan of that silver. It is a rather nice figure. If you guys want to see the packaging, I can post a picture of him in packaging, because I don't have it anymore. He did come with a comic book, and he did come with an accessory, which is his teddy bear, Osito, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, which I do have, but I don't feel the need to show it anyway. I just want to focus on this guy. But yeah, he is a rather nice figure. I do like him. For a while, he was my favorite Bane figure until I got the DC Direct Arkham Asylum Bane. That one became my favorite. Once I get the Collect and Connect, I will be reviewing that one, and I have a feeling I'm going to probably like that one the most. But yeah, like I said, it's a good figure. You could still probably find him online and such, and if you get lucky at comic conventions, they'll have him. In his articulation, his head does have a full rotation, but you can't turn it fully because, you know, you've got this tube in the back of his head and it will come off. These actually are glued in. Now my variant Bane that I have, actually, these were actually popping out already, and I had to glue them back in, believe it or not. So you want to be careful if you're going to rotate the head. You don't want to do it too much. The same goes with the arm too. This arm can fully rotate. Both arms can fully rotate, but this one, you know, isn't hindered by his venom tube. Rotating this arm will, of course. Damn it! I'm beaten. Now that's how it is in the cartoons and stuff. Once this gets cut, he's automatically beaten. But, you know, in Nightfall, we see this thing get cut, and he's still going, you know, going for it, even though he was running, you know, his ass off, getting away from Azrael, John Paul Valley. But, yeah, he's not beaten once this comes off. If anything, once this comes off, he's like, oh, well, you know what? Screw you. I'm taking your ass down, motherfucker. Let's go. Yeah, he does have a full waist articulation. He can rotate all the way around the waist, which is pretty good. Nothing in the abs, which, you know, I'm not too picky on. Not every figure needs that. Now, legs, this is before DC Universe Classics, so there is no in and out, and doesn't have that, you know, awkward, you know, joint when you split the legs. Legs can just go forward and back, and he can bend at the knee. He can rotate at the ankle, or he can rotate at the leg. Rotate at the knee, and he can pivot at the foot. So his articulation's pretty good. He would have been actually the best Bane figure ever if, you know, his legs weren't in this fixed position, which is my only major gripe. I'm not going to continue questioning why he does have, like, I don't know if it's dirt or, you know, any of this is. I was after this figure for a very, very long time. Now, I'll get the variant version of him, which I do like a lot. I wish we'd seen, you know, an incarnation of that in a cartoon or comic form. Correct me if there was a comic form of it, but I will get it, and we will do a comparison. And here we have both the original and the variant of the DC Superheroes Bane. This was the first one I did end up getting because it was actually cheaper, and I do like the camouflage army pants scheme that he's got going on there. He looks more like a mercenary with this. The tank top with this Bane is a much lighter color. It's more of a brown. They're still both the same exact figures, just different paint jobs. The venom tubes are the same. This one does seem to be a little lighter, but it could be the color wearing away, which is unfortunate. But and same initial detail. This guy's definitely cleaner. And this is the one I got, you know, used. This is the one I supposedly got new. But I digress. Not only is the mask more of a, you know, a silver with this Bane, the eyes are more of a glossy red than this one here. And like I said, I would have preferred this head on this body. But it's really whatever. I mean, I don't really mind. Articulation on this guy is exactly the same as well. We'll set him off to the side here. I can get him to stand. There we go. And, yeah. The detail is nice. The articulation could have been better in terms of, you know, how his legs are. But overall, he is a good figure. Now, I didn't rate this guy. I didn't give him a rating on the review that I did, so I'll give it to this guy, and it will basically affect the same for that one. So he's gonna get a 4 out of 5. Could have been a little bit better, but still a great figure nonetheless. And you know, a Bane fanatic as myself, anybody else would have to own this one. It's great for a Batman collection and whatnot. But yep, DC Superheroes Bane, pretty cool. Highly recommend him. Check him out, and yeah, subscribe, and Brock will catch you guys later. Peace out.